Well, welcome. We're so excited to have you here be a part of this program and to be considered to be a promotions leader in the events department for People for People. This is a super fun and exciting department to be a part of because you guys get to plan and share about a party. So this will be super fun and exciting to do. And you guys get to promote it. So that is the goal and the role that you guys have. Now, in saying that, you will not do this alone. You will be doing this with your team. Every person will have different roles of figuring out the location, the logistics of it. You're doing promotions, and then somebody else will actually plan the activities around it. So everybody has their own role, but you all come together in that purpose. Now, each one of the events team will meet twice a month. The weeks 1 and 3, or we used to call networking, and community news. But those weeks 1 and 3 of our cycle, you will meet. In that means you guys will meet 20 times a year. We actually have 40 of those meeting weeks during the year, so half of them you will be meeting. You will find the day and time of your meeting with your directors, but we want to make sure you guys keep it consistent. So always Tuesdays at 4 and whatever time it is, you guys will come together, figure that up, and make that plan together. And you'll need to agree on it because of the fact that you'll be required to attend 75% of the time. You'll be able to miss 10 of them if you can't make it, but 75% of the time, you will need to be there. If you can't make it, you need to make sure you get the notes or figure out what happened while you were gone. Now, your team may choose to even add a few extra things at the end, coming before the event, adding those things to make sure this event goes off successfully. But as a team, you make that decision. Now, as promotional leader, you will need to do a couple of things. First of all, you need to make sure this gets published out to the community. We want to make sure that you make a post, an information flyer that's all able to go about what you guys have decided and what you want to do. Every one of the activities, Share the Love, May Day of Service, Education Week, and or the Fall Festival, all of them will have different themes, different ideas. You will come together as a team and decide what you want to do. We do have all of the themes and everything laid out and the structure of it in the manual, but your job is just to promote it. So you'll make a flyer that'll go out to the community. Your director will share that at all of the events and every department that's going on. You'll also need to attend the connections meeting, you or your director 10 times a year to announce that event and share that flyer there. You can also share it with all the directors. Again, make sure they distribute it to everybody in the community and that you share it on the Facebook page so everybody knows what's going on. Now, the promotion items that you're going to need is number one, you'll need to make a post that is placed on our Facebook community page so everybody knows what's going on. You'll have to have a flyer also that's available to print about this activity in case people want a printable flyer. And you'll also have to share that post and information with the connections community so that they can post it in their newsletter. So you want to make it adjustable so it can actually go in the newsletter too. The social media posts that you guys make and that you create, you will need to update that and send it out at least every other week. We want you to be able to share it in different groups on social media. We'll ask you that you do that 10 times a month. So every other week, if you do it 5 times one week, 5 times and skip a week and then do every day the next week, totally fine, or you can do it too, however you want to do it. But at least 10 times, you'll want to share that in different communities on different pages, letting the community know what's going on and that we're having an event. 2 posts, if you were doing that, 2 posts would have to be per minimum, especially if there's 5 weeks in a month. Sometimes there is, you can make that work. So however you want to do that, do it every 2 weeks, do that, however it works, but you need to have a minimum of 10 times that you've shared this post with other places. You can do more, but that's the minimum required in this department. Now, if you have questions about what you're doing, you can always make contact with your director and they can usually answer any questions you have. However, if they don't know, there's a mentor. There's a super mentor about them. There's always a ton of people that will help you and assist you in this journey. every quarter, you and your team should be able to have these events that you do, and you'll be able to share it with the community. But the second week of the cycle, there will be the week of workshops where everybody who does events, so 10 times a year, every time there will be a meeting where our executive team will come to you guys and say, oh, everybody who does events, hey, what did you guys learn? What's going on in your community? What have you guys figured out? And you guys can share great ideas and learn from each other and do that. So that happens 10 times a year. You, at least your director has to attend, but you can attend also. Your director will also meet with the community during podcast week and share with all of the directors what you guys are doing with the upcoming events. During connections meetings, your director will also announce that at that meeting to your community. Now, if your director cannot attend any of these meetings, they're asked, you may be asked to fill in as needed because they can only have to attend 75%, but we help each other and fill in when we can attend. But that's it. This will be amazing. You can do this. It's so fun to be promoting and expanding and letting the community know that there's events for us to get together and do. And if you are part of a focal community, same thing. You will do the same things, advertise everywhere, put it out in your community. Those will just be online events instead of our local events, doing the same thing together as people for people.